The family of Sir David Amess pausing to read tributes and to remember, mourning the loss of a husband and father. In Westminster, MPs mourning the loss of a colleague and friend, gathered together in quiet thought and prayer.
May the bright memory of his rich life ever outshine the tragic manner of his death. Let us keep silence.
I now call the Prime Minister.
We've lost a dear friend and colleague, and Julia and her children have lost a loving husband and devoted father. Nothing I or anyone else can say will lessen the pain, the grief, the anger they must feel at this darkest of times.
A tenacious campaigner who achieved so much in his career, Sir David's best-known decades-long campaign completed only after his death.
He never once witnessed any achievement by any resident of Southend that could not somehow be cited in his bid to secure city status for that distinguished time. I am happy to announce that Her Majesty has agreed that Southend will be accorded the city status it so clearly deserves.
Sir David, an example to follow for any MP from any party.
Even as a political opponent, he was a man and a politician we can all learn so much from. Because David held his beliefs passionately, but gently. And I believe that not only can we learn from that, but we have a duty to learn from that. Civility matters, and it matters in politics.
MPs sharing their fond memories of Sir David, but reflecting too on a politics that has become far too toxic.
He was appalled by what he called the vile misogynistic abuse which female MPs had to endure online, and he told me very recently that he wanted something done about it.
All of us can do better not to feed into that corrosive culture. All of us have been a victim of it, and every single one of us have a responsibility to put an end to it.
But the death of an MP in such tragic circumstances taking us back, the sister of murdered MP Jo Cox nearly overcome with emotion.
I've blocked out much of what happened when Jo was murdered. But I remember very clearly the moment I took the phone call saying she had been attacked. I remember physically trembling and the visceral pain that overtook me. And it breaks my heart to think that another family has had to experience that phone call and the nightmare which follows. It's a roller coaster of deep trauma that no one should have to experience. Today is about David and his family, along with his staff, colleagues, and the community he served so well. The service he gave and the support we should show all of them in the coming days, weeks, and months. It is up to us to make sure that we do, because I know more than most that they will need it and the powerful difference it will make to them.
After joining together in the Commons, MPs joined together again in church for a service to commemorate Sir David's life and to mourn his loss.
Public service in politics is a sacrifice that should be honoured and respected, even when differences of opinion run very deep indeed. David showed that.
Divisions put aside, MPs united in grief. It has taken the death of Sir David Amess to remind them that they have far more in common than what drives them apart. Beth Rigby, Sky News, Westminster.